But he's got a tremendous amount of experience, though. Again, why we don't have a lot of the information on his lifts, he is.
325 looks very easy there.
There you go. And that's a really,
Very
and
much.
learn just like how different they were, how different they are than the Russian people themselves. Wow. And you also learn that they're awfully strong.
Extremely strong, 335.
We like to take bigger jumps. You know, Baronic could open here at 335 and only go up 10 kilos, but it looks like he's got a lot more in the tank.
He has got plenty more left in the tank. That moved at 100 mile an hour. Head ref saying just a little bit shy on the...
And finished at 230 or something like that. So
Kai Chang gets plenty of depth there at 335 and handles that like a champion.
That is amazing.
Russia and
right.
Ukraine
So he's
very
so
tough.
so Anwar can take, when he's competing in Kazakhstan, can call almost anything he wants, and if he makes openers, he's probably going to win.
Yeah, look, he handled the weight pretty well, but just couldn't get deep enough, and that's...
You know, him walking that weight out there, you can see how heavy that is on his body. That amount of effort that he put into that.
And he's really at the muscle, but he gets it back to the top. And you knew that was going to be a tough lift, but not quite deep enough. Because then placings can come down to 2.5 kilos.
Right. And so
this could be it.
We'll keep track of that 2.5 kilos.
It's going to be tough again.
Yeah, it's borderline right there.
Let's see what they say. And again, it's not deep enough.
See, and this is where I was talking about somebody like...
He opened at 335. Depth looks good, but he just didn't get the speed out of the bottom at all. And you are not going to muscle up 342.5.
And they do travel in an entourage, man. And you can hear him back there with the yell right before the lift.
Easy with the weight. Was he deep enough? Not deep enough, and the guys are struggling a bit.
He's only taking a 10-kilo jump. By a lot of country standards, that's very, very modest.
Very, very quick at 345.
Yeah, but I don't know.
And not quite deep enough again. Rectify the depth and get this 335. It wasn't a problem with strength. But that second lift has taken it out of him. That looked a little deeper. I don't know if it was deep enough, and it wasn't. 2 red lights. So he will have to...
That's why Kim Rhino would smoke that at 325. He's only 10 keys off of the top place guys.
Well, let's wait and see for the referee's decision. I'm not sure if he did. And he did. He gets just scrapes in by the skin of his teeth. Kai Chang, Chinese Taipei, 342.5. And he has no problem at all with the weight. And he gets it down deep enough to get it on the board.
Why are you opening there and only getting one good squat in? Why not take 3 to get to the same point?
Speed was good, and he just got down there and gets the 340.
Has he cleaned up the mess?
Kai Chang now from Chinese Taipei at 195. And just struggling with that. You can see his bar path was very straight up and down then.
Yeah.
Didn't really push back on it. He gets it on the board, though. He's probably had to work a little harder for an opening lift than you'd want to. But he's still got a bit of room to move there. Probably not a huge amount, but and 250 has given him plenty of room to move. That was super fast.
Now let's see. I mean, again, Baronic's in a position.
But right now, Yevgeny Vasyukov from Russia, 260 kilograms. And that looks like it should be a good lift. Wasn't super fast, but it didn't look too difficult for him. He gets 2 white lights, and that's enough. Just has a quick look to the head ref there, who's... And he certainly has a bit more room to move. Very, very different than his squat.
Yeah.
3 white lights and it's on the board. And we have large jump for bench press. But he handles that
there he goes
without any problems.
And it's a good lift. Great job, Dальше.
It looked a bit clean with his opening lift, actually. Or often not a problem with their power or their ability. Just some minor little adjustments to the shirt. And Alan gets that one to the top. 247.5 and a 3 white lights. And that could be the difference. Wow, 12.5 kilos added to his bench, and it didn't seem to make a single difference whatsoever. He gets the 3 white lights, and now we know it's going to come down to only a few kilos.
Yep.
So Anwar's playing very smart, just adding that a little bit, trying to play it a little bit safe to make sure it goes on the board. Nunyev really struggling with this one.
Wow, that's kind of on the... I mean, I think it's a good lift, but the lift itself is on the edge. It's hard.
Yeah, look, it's a good lift. He's had to work hard. He's still working it. He gets it to the top. I think that was a lot harder than he expected it to be.
Harder than it should have been.
Gets the 2 white lights on the board, but where do you go from there? We might get a side angle on the replay. We'll be able to see if he's changed that at all. It has to work hard. I'll be interested to see what the referees say.
See, I don't think he locked that out, and that becomes the issue.
Just a little too much, though. Just couldn't get the power off the chest there. You can see as he pulled the bar down, he just 272.5 on the bar and smokes it super fast for a third lift, and it's on the board. And that was a very, very smart move to put 270. Yeah, so this 5 kilos just sort of tightens the screws a little bit more. He's having to work. I'm not sure if there was a double movement in the bar there
Let's
or
see
not.
If there's blue card for downward, otherwise.
There wasn't. So we've got to...
May actually make it easier to get down to his chest and get it up.
There, it was a lot easier to get down to his chest there. Big difference. You could see in the 2.7, he really struggled to get that to his chest. That one straight to his chest, straight back up, and he gets it on the board. And our last lifter in this... And it doesn't. That was very easy.
Okay.
And 3 white lights.
I mean, these next four deadlifts are really, really important here. Wow, that looked kind of soft.
Yeah, look, it certainly wasn't. It's certainly not unusual so far this week. Just couldn't quite hang on to that. He stood up quite easily and quickly, but just lost his grip at the...
You know, and by Anwar missing that, Shang's now in play for the bronze medal also.
A little bit hard through the lockout there.
There we go.
But he gets it on the board with 3.
Might be in for the bronze.
Gets it to the top. You'll see he's a double overhand hook grip as well.
And here's where opening light, you know, we talk about making attempts.
That looked very good. There is lots of room left there. 3 white lights.
The silver bronze medal position changes. You know, Anwar's in trouble, but it changes Nanyev's thinking, and it changes Vasikov's and Shang's thinking. And
well, he handles 307.5. He needed it. He did it. It's on the board.
This right now, if he makes this, will put him 5 kilos ahead of the man in fourth.
And that was a lot better. He hung on to that one.
So he moves into fourth place. A little bit powerlifting.
We've allowed Elliot to have far too much coffee this morning. And he gets it to the top. It should be a good lift. And it is. 2 white lights. That's enough.
And based on what Baranek does here, because this gives Baranek 920, which
just couldn't hold it at the top.
That right there was the pull for the gold for him, right? This will leave him at 905. I'm not sure what.
And it's not going to come off the ground.
No.
Too heavy. We'll put 300.
And just can't quite get it there.
Now, again, 307.5 won him the medal. 310, 2.5 kilos, only went 3/4 of the way.
And he's got it moving fast. And just can't quite hang on to it. Gets it to the top, but can't hang on to it.
Is in gold. Shang is right now in silver.
It's a 10-kilo jump from his second. He's got it to the top. It looks good, and the referees say it is. It's a gold medal in the deadlift to steal it away from his countryman.
After second attempt deadlifts, we had said that, hey, look, it's been pretty clean, but we don't think it's going to finish that way in thirds.
Yeah, we only
there were
saw two final attempts.
2 of 12 were made. And so